Hey, good morning, everybody. My name is Jared. I host the Daily Live podcast where we discuss news and politics. Now, I'm a socialist, and that just means I want everyone to have universal health care, education, income, and housing. And I also want the government to take your tax money and turn you into a proficient laborer into a job that you can get into a union. Like, think like a teacher or, like a welder, right? Like, remember we hearing in high school, like all these jobs. When I went to college, I went to be a pilot or an air traffic controller, both of which are unionized jobs, right? That's what a functioning democracy does with its young people. Is we, for example, we fund education, right? You want to make sure kids have safe housing, all that shit. But I'm making this video today to talk about a long goddamn time ago for me, okay? Something I have let go, okay? But I want to bring it up because it's coming up now. For many of you that know me, that talk to me regularly, you come to me and you say, man, I can't believe these brown shirts, these people standing in front of government buildings keeping Democrats from going inside. And what we're coming to find out is that Elon Musk has hired people from Triple Canopy. Betsy DeVos, for the record, her spouse used to own what's called Blackwater. And these are other government agencies. These are contractors. And I wanted to speak on it because I was in the Marine Corps infantry during a time of war. So they're going to come to 2nd Battalion, 2nd Marines Weapons Company, the most combat deployed unit in Marine Corps history, and they're going to want to talk to us about working for them when we get out. It pays a lot more money, and I'll never forget this, Triple Canopy. When I was in SEPs and TAPS, after a horrible time in the Marine Corps, I watched videos, recruiting videos for Triple Canopy, where they're driving at breakneck speed through a desert town, and then the guy in the back turns around, mans a 50 caliber machine gun from inside the back of the Tahoe, shoots out the back window, and starts shooting a 50 cal all around, probably hurting innocent people, you fucking idiots. Because when on active duty in the military would you ever, first of all, put a 50 caliber machine gun inside of a truck, like inside of a SUV, and then drive at 80 plus mile an hour in an SUV, and then have him hop in the back, man the machine gun, and shoot out the back of the SUV. This is a real video. This really happened. An adult person really did that. Okay? And they also made a recruiting video to recruit Marines. And you know why that shit probably pulls people in? Because they didn't get to do that shit in Iraq. Because everyone would get fucking fired in your entire chain of command if that shit happened. I'm just pointing that shit out. And again, there are plenty of people in the world that have committed fucking war crimes. There are plenty of them. Lots of them go become a contractor when they get out. And even more of them don't get to do that shit, all the John Wick shit while they're in. And they want to go get that John Wick shit out of their body before they return to U.S. soil to live probably as a police officer. So yeah, I want to make this video first thing off rip. Be careful, everybody, fucking with Blackwater, Triple Canopy types. These are types that have absolutely no problem committing fucking war crimes. Lots of guys that I served with had lots of stories about being in Iraq or Afghanistan, or mostly being in Iraq. And there would just be Triple Can guys just like there on security. And it would piss people off because they're like, these bloodthirsty cucks are like, they're the problem. It ain't us, right? Just trying to get a fucking meal. So yeah, I just want to throw this out there. Like, Elon Musk has hired Triple Canopy to act as his mercenaries. And I just want to point out that the types of people that join those organizations are bloodthirsty people. Are a guy that has to hide the tattoo on his neck and shit. I'm just gonna keep saying shit like this. Like this Gestapo tactic, it doesn't work out in the end for you, Elon. It might be working right now. You might be able to stall somebody out right now, but eventually they're going to catch on to you. Eventually, the people are going to rise up against Elon Musk. And you notice I didn't even say that dirty fucking Cheeto. I didn't even say his fucking name. This is just about how Elon Musk has hired fucking mercs to protect him while he raids the treasury. And I want you to know they have no authority. They're not police officers. If you see someone that is in a uniform and it isn't a military uniform and that isn't a fucking police uniform and they don't have a clearly descriptive badge, they have no power. That's just a body. I'm just letting you know. And this goes to all y'all that are contractors walking around like you're cops. You're not. So I'd be careful if I was you too. Because there's way more of them than there are you. And the only reason so far that nothing's happened, I noticed, is because women were the closest to the front. And the women were just having a conversation and trying to say, like, why are you blocking this doorway? Who are you? Who do you work for? Yeah, that's Triple Canopy. Those people are mercenaries. Elon Musk is paying them. They're on the payroll. Lots of the people that work for Triple Canopy are either bloodthirsty, okay, committing war crimes, or committed war crimes themselves and got kicked out of the military. Triple Canopy literally did not care if you had an other than honorable discharge when you joined them. They don't give a fuck at all. They just give a fuck if you're going to go over there and go ham. I'm dead ass. And I've met guys that are like come back from working with like Blackwater and Triple Canopy, and they're a million times worse than the Marine Corps ever made you. They have even worse rage issues because now they've gotten to done the bloodthirsty act that they dreamt about. And I've tried to tell people that I was in 2nd Battalion, 2nd Marines Weapons Company. 2-2 was the most combat deployed unit in Marine Corps history. When I met my fellow Marines in the fleet, they were on the tail end of their 5th straight deployment to Iraq. So I always tell people, like, I ain't no fucking war hero, but I know some. And by the time I got out, I sat in steps and taps with lots of guys that I fucking served with. And they would be the first to tell you, like, I don't fuck with that shit. Man, I'm trying to go home and be a family man. I ain't trying to do that shit. I don't give a fuck about the money. But there's some people that just, like, they didn't get to shooty bang bang while they was on active duty. And they're like, fuck it, at least in Blackwater, there are no rules, right? Or if there are rules, they can't be very fucking good rules. Look at the fucking recruiting video of them shooting a 50 cal at the back of a fucking escalator or whatever. So I just want to make that video, throw that out there. Like, everybody's like, oh, the Democrats are laying down. And it's like, no, Elon Musk hired Triple Canopy to blockade doors in buildings he's in. They'll be met with the police and a warrant the next time, and those people will be arrested. They have no power or authority. They're just hired thugs. So be careful out there, y'all. Elon Musk will spare no expense to fuck us all over, though. I mean, literally hiring Triple Canopy and have them stand at the fucking doors. Brown shirts. Y'all be careful out there. Them crazy ass motherfuckers are bloodthirsty. They want to kill people like they're likely war criminals. And the only reason that they're not in a prison somewhere is because they're in Blackwater and they've basically deleted themselves from the internet and they have no fucking digital footprint. And the only time they show up is when some psychopath is trying to raid the treasury and they get stuck guarding some fucking door. Good to go. And for everyone that wonders, like, why wouldn't you want to be a part of, like, Blackwater or Triple Canopy? Look what their jobs are. Dress up as a fucking rent-a-cop. Try to keep a bunch of little ladies, no offense, ladies, from entering the Department of Education. Hell no. I would have a drinking problem if that was the case. Life would not be... I would not be a happy person if I was the guy standing at the door. And you know, you're a proud white supremacist until you got to go stand in front of that fucking door, aren't you? And then you had to wear that dumbass Band-Aid. So yeah, I got a beat on all these motherfuckers. Typically smaller, softer, not ready for the fight types that didn't get any action while they was on active duty, so they signed up for Blackwater Triple Canopy so they can go get some. Ask me how I fucking know. Because I dodged them contracts. They offer you like 60K in 90 days. 60K every 90 days. Ask me how I know. Nothing's worth your peace. Nothing's worth your safety. And nothing's worth you keeping your fucking sanity. Don't do drugs, kids. Oh, it's like the lesson that Elon and Donnie didn't get, right? There's others too. Gosar comes to mind. Anyway, y'all have a good one.